I know. I'll start with an opener because Maz is gonna ask me about my gold tie, and I know Jose. Jose, you do a lot of work in the community that's good, and I appreciate that. But it's kids curing cancer, and Christine O'Donnell, a gal that used to work with us in the USL days, has been a fierce mom, and she gets a lot of money for child cancer care. And that's the story behind the tie. And I think next game is like the big push for that. But it's a good message, a good reminder. There's lots of positive things in this country right now, and let's keep that going.
All right, with that, we'll get to your questions, Maz. We see you first. Mike is coming to you.
Well, yeah, I'll give him a softball. Just so, in terms of community and this club, you won today. Just how's important for this? Is it important for this club to stay connected to the community and play well for your fan base like you did today?
Well, look, Seattle's a great town for a lot of different reasons. Lots of good things. Glad the Mariners won. I'm not diving into the Wazoo Husky debate. I'm not going to go there. But Storm won. Okay, so there's another good nugget. I mean, Seahawks won. So there's a lot of positives here. Love that we're at the tail end of it and we can close the weekend out with a win. But super proud of those guys in there because, these 3 games, there was some subtle pressure there, because we know we have to win these games to, really make a push for the playoffs. And so did we play our best, Maz? Maybe not. But did we do enough? Yes. Could we have done? I love the first 10 minutes of the second half. I think they came out firing, and it was a shame that we couldn't get the third one. So, yeah, overall very pleased.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, what did you make of Paul Rothrock's performance? He had another...
The celebration of his goal or the goal itself?
The goal itself, but I mean, or the celebration for that matter. But he seemed to be playing well.
Rothrock has 6 all-comps?
Yes.
6 all-comps? There you go. There's a kid, Jeremiah. I know we haven't really talked about him recently because, he was a splash maybe a couple months ago. Georgie now coming, signing, some good storylines amongst our club. But, Paul is a kid who gets things done. I mean, that's the best way to explain it. I mean, the thing, okay, his goal was good, Jeremiah, but what I liked was that ball that came across to him in the first half, the long ball that came across, and he had already made a decision. He saw the angle that the defender was taking, flight of the ball, trajectory of the ball, speed of the ball, made a decision to get it off his chest, past his defender, and attack the goal. And so he makes a good decision, he commits to that decision, and we're in on goal. And those are the things that, that we love about Paul. Not just that he's got 6 goals.
All right, we'll keep swinging around here. Go to Jose.
Georgie's performance today gave you another opportunity to utilize yet another player that you guys are bringing up through your ranks. How important was it, and how much confidence did that instill in you, knowing that you guys have a short week and then have also the ability to utilize some of those players and be competitive at the same time?
Well, it was critical because we were going back and forth about De La Vega. De La Vega was going to start, but then we kind of did the math. And the time between, Columbus and San Jose and Houston just fit better for Pedro's kind of, his program. And so you give a kid like Georgie an opportunity, and what did he do with it? You saw he's got some really positive moves and, his physical ability. I mean, look, the kid made some mistakes. But we're going to live with that all day long because of the energy and the joy. You could use that adjective, the joy he brings to the game. Loved it.
All right, Jada.
You cut off there. What were your thoughts about the celebration with Georgie and Paul?
I don't know what those young people do, Jada. That's all them.
Oh, I thought
No, I don't know what those young kids think about it. I'm too old.
Does this also help, though? I mean, the last couple of games at Lumen were losses against LASC. Does this kind of help to get rid of that kind of feeling, or
Sure.
how does that factor?
Look, we've had some League Cup games here, but this was our first league game in a while, our first league match, and it was against a conference opponent. And again, look, we started off, kind of good, and then we scored a couple goals, and then a couple got taken back, and then we were trying to get them fired up at halftime because I thought we could play better. We challenged them a little bit at halftime. We came out and, it's a shame we couldn't get the third goal, but I thought we played some entertaining soccer. So for us, yeah, we love coming here. We love playing in front of the fans, and we hope that the next 2 home games are positive as well.
And then I wanted to ask about Steph, breaks the tie, moves into second. He didn't have to do too much tonight, but, give an opening to talk about him.
You're gonna give Steph Fry an assist, and they were talking about it in there in the locker room. You're gonna give assist for Christian Roldan, because that play in the first half when he cleared the ball off the line, that was critical. 2-0, 2-1, changes the outcome of the game, and Christian, so Steph has had a lot of help, but it's a well-deserved honor that he's actually now number 2 all-time, and kudos to him and his teammates.
All right, we'll stay on this side of the room. Diego, still have a question?
Buenas, felicitaciones por el triunfo. Hoy se ganó, pero quedó la sensación de que se pudieron hacer más goles. ¿A qué cree usted se debe esa falta de precisión y qué está pensando hacer para corregirlo? Gracias.
Congratulations for the win. There was a feeling that maybe there could be more goals to be scored. What do you think caused this lack of precision, and how do you plan to fix it?
Well, we'll continue to work. Yes, there were some goals that maybe we should have scored. I don't know what our expected goals total was. But look, it's always a work in progress. We will get better. Jordan has his chances. He will score some of those. Albert has some chances. Thought Pedro, when he came on, was good, goal dangerous. I think we have a team. Jackson Reagan has 4 or 5 goals now. 4 or 5. 4 all comps. I mean, we're getting goal contributions from different people, so, it's going to happen. I have confidence.
Es el tema de continuar trabajando y a lo mejor sí tuviéramos más oportunidades de señalar goles. No estoy muy cierto cuál es la estadística de los goals, expected goals, pero sí, el tema es continuar trabajando, continuar con este proceso. Por ejemplo, tuvimos ahí Jordan, a lo mejor podría tener señalado otros, Albert también. En un determinado momento tuvimos Pedro también trayendo peligro, que es bueno. Y tenemos hasta Reagan, que tiene 4 o 5 y se confirmó 4 goles en todas las competiciones. Entonces, es el tema de continuar trabajando así y yo tengo la confidencia que los goles van a salir.
All right, we'll come around here for a few follow-ups. Jose, we'll start with you.
There were a couple of missed opportunities that were pretty blatant. However, the build-up to those is looking at the positive of that. How much joy are you getting out of seeing your wingers bring in that play and bring that ball into dangerous areas? Albeit we're not finishing. However, you are creating those chances, and those will go in because it's soccer. They just start going in.
Yeah, we hope so. Creating chances, Jose, if I'm going to answer your question, the more chances you create, the better your opportunities to score goals. So we're very pleased with the chance creation. Again, I don't know the stats, but the eye test says we were pretty dangerous from both sides. Paul did a good job. Georgie did a good job. Pedro came on, showed you again some of his class, some of his technique, his dribbling skills. So that's been a positive for us.
All right, we'll come here second row.
Early in the game, it seemed like Kansas City started off on a very aggressive foot. They got a few takeaways that ended up causing some scary moments for you guys. Could you go over some of the adjustments that you and the guys on the field made to sort of regain momentum and become able to be in the position to score those goals?
Games always have different momentum swings. You know, Peter's a good coach. It's a proud franchise. They're going to, be playing for a trophy here later this month. So it's never been an easy game for us. So we were prepared. They're going to have some moments, but I think overall, if you looked at it, I think our quality came through tonight.
All right, a couple more. Maz, then Jeremiah, and we'll call it.
Brian, you mentioned this a little bit about Christian Roldan clearing the ball off the goal, but what did you see just in terms of his fluidity, in terms of
Fluidity?
Thank you for that, Coach. Yeah, and it's really about that word, just because he was back, forth, left, right, and all over.
So Christian, just in that position, it's critical that he connects maybe a few more balls, a few more passes, but you cannot take away the game he had tonight, because he was here, putting out fires, chasing guys back, clearing it off the line. His defending work was excellent. I give him a very good score for that. But again, in that position, dictating tempo, that's where he and Obed needed to, help us a little bit in certain moments.
All right, Jeremiah, go for it.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask about Christian, but I'll change this to, you brought in Danny to replace Albert late in the game. I think it's the second time in a row that you've done that. Is that an evolving way that you're seeing Danny fit into this team?
Yep. Because we really don't have a true, maybe De La Vega comes in there, Jeremiah, I don't know, but Danny has been deserved of more minutes. And I think, look, Albert's pretty durable, but we need to keep him fresh. And so for me to have Danny coming off the bench, he can play in that position. He does some good defending. He can find good passes. That's something I'm going to continue to use here down the stretch.
All right, that's it. We'll see you in the locker room.
Thanks, everybody.